Sarah, Guido and Basu. And they are part of a community, bigger community called Goal Trainers. And they're specialized in body weight training as a method for complete transformation. Training outside to activate your body, strengthening your immune system and feel better during your whole day. Who doesn't want that? They will share their insights in an interactive and playful way. So I'm sure that you actually have to participate. Be ready for this. This will make movement possible for any level. So please give it up for the Goal Trainers.
Hello?
Honey, are you coming home for dinner? I made your favorite meal.
I'm super busy. I really have to finish this today. No, I really can't.
Again, your PhD project. Your favorite meal. Okay, honey. Goodbye. Have
Okay.
success.
Yeah, thanks. Ciao.
Can we press pause here, just for a second? Good morning to you all. We're happy to be here. And what we see right here is a common phenomenon, right? Some stress, maybe some pain in the lower back, the slouching position. When we do a PhD, we're a lot of the time focused on this. And even when we have the favorite meal, we're still in this project. We are the Goal Trainers. Very happy to be here. And we talk about science with impact today. And the question was raised, well, why do you choose to do science or do a PhD, or what type of impact do you want to make? Well, we asked the question, how do you want to get out of your PhD as well? Not only why do you start? And it's probably not in this position, right? Cool. Who of you recognizes this feeling of stress sometimes? Good. Oh yeah, and by the way, this is an interactive clinical workshop, so you can actually raise your hand and be with us and communicate with us. Also, who feels sometimes that they're stuck in that loop of, all right, I have to finish this project, I can't do anything else, and it's a bit tough, but if I get through this, then afterwards it will be better. Cool. Now, most of us know that when we want to have an impact on our environment, we need to do that from a place where we care for ourselves as well. Because if we are in our best state, we can actually have the best impact on others as well. In this half an hour, we would like to take you on a journey to experience how movement, breath work and stillness can help you to create an impact on your health for yourself and to write an even better PhD. Who's with us? Yeah? Cool. So I see you all brought your perfect training clothes because we're going to work really hard. No? No, really? Okay, go. Okay, no worries. We'll do everything in place, and that's exactly one of the our points of interest as well, to give you some tools to do while you're doing that PhD. Because, well, of course, we still have to type it. First, I would like to take you in a small story about what type of impact we would like to make with movement. And it's the following. I have the blessing that I've been growing up in two different places. Two places in the world which are equally beautiful. The Netherlands and Burkina Faso. And I remember a hot day in Burkina Faso. Most days are hot, right? Who been to Africa once? West Africa? Oh, cool, so it's okay. Well, I can tell you something new. So Burkina Faso, West Africa, I remember a hot day. And as always, I train. I train in the morning, I train in the evening. That's my structure, that's how I do things. And in our culture, we have a lot of uncles and aunties. Who knows in French how we call that? Someone? Okay, it's tonton. So tonton, you will hear this everywhere. And there are a lot of nephews and cousins, like 10, 20. We just had an amazing meal. Fufu. Anyone knows fufu? Try it if you don't, try it please. So we had an amazing meal. The stomach was this big. My dad always told me, yeah, you have to eat food to get big. So I ate a lot, right? It helped a little bit, but I'm still working on it. So with this fufu we ate a lot. And after this meal, normally we did the training, but this time I barely couldn't walk, so I was like almost rolling to my bed. And while opening the door on this beautiful day to my bedroom, I laid down and I hear these feet, right? Everyone who has children knows this, these feet, you know, on the hallway. And they knock on the door, and two of these small, cute faces come around the corner. And I know there are way more behind the door. And they say, well, tonton, are we not training today? And I said, well, as you see my stomach, I can barely move, but give me 30 seconds to rest and I'll be back in full action. And yes, we can train. You saw the smile on their face. And so while they close the door, I feel this breeze coming through the window. I'm feeling they're happy, stomach full. And I hear them tell all the other children, which would be at least 10, 20, Tonton is resting a little bit, but afterwards we're going to train 30 minutes, get ready, get ready. This was the moment that my heart filled up with so much love, I can't even describe it. And this was the moment I realized what kind of impact we want to make with movement, with breath work, and with stillness. We hope to inspire the same enthusiasm in you guys as those little children had. And to create an impact that can help you through your PhD. Now, to get more to the more scientific part, who recognizes the fact that, okay, I know that I have to train, I know that I have to do something else, I know that I shouldn't be 8 hours on my laptop like this, but I just don't really change the pattern. Someone recognizes this? Yeah, it's normal. I don't know if you know Albert Sonneveld, but he said the following: you can't pull yourself out of the swamp by your own hair. Meaning, the mental loop that's already there will stay there. You can't think beyond your own thoughts. Yes? So we need a pattern interruption. And since we've said enough for today already, it's time to start a little bit interaction. You may stand up on your place. Yes, you don't need that much space. But we are going to start with the first pattern interruption. Yes? These are a few stretches that you can perform any type of day. Any type of day, any type of moment, just while you're working and on your place. Yes, so after this, there's no more excuses to do things differently. Who can tell me where the thoracic spine is placed? Perfect. Is in the back. Okay, go on. In the back, right below the neck, right here, until about here. Yes, it's connected to the rib cage. Now what we notice a lot of the time with the PhD, what we saw is this slouching position, right? And it's a bit, well, dangerous even. We're going to perform a few stretches that you can do anywhere at any moment to open this up. Yeah? To get rid of those neck pains or shoulder pains and not have to come home to your partner and please can you massage me again? Yeah? Cool. So, the following. First one, on your place. You may stand relaxed. Yeah? Relax a little bit, I mean. The Dutch society sometimes a bit stiff. No need to. First thing that we do is the wing stretch. That means that in a little bit you'll place one hand on your back, grab your wrist and pull it to the side. Yeah, I'll show you the back. Never turn your back to the audience. Well, yes, you have a wing on one side and you bring your head to the same side. And you already feel a lengthening right here. If you want to know the word, sternocleidomastoideus. Say it after me. Sternocleidomastoideus. Good. That's right here, yeah? So, put it to the side, bring your head to the side, and slowly move a little bit up and a little bit downwards. Yes? And you only move within the range where you feel that stretch. We're only going to perform the stretches for a short time, you can do it longer afterwards. And of course, now after these 5 seconds, you do the same on the other side. Yeah? Bring your head to the other side, open up a little bit up and a little bit downwards. It's a beautiful one to open up your neck. As I said, you can do this anytime, any moment. Alright, so a few seconds. Moving on to the next one. This one is really for the thoracic spine to get this posture changed. You know? Place your hands on the back of your head, elbows forward. And from this place, you see the slouching position, you will open up fully, extend everything. You may even feel this in your lower back and you come back. And that's it. As you see, no gym clothes needed, no crazy equipment. You can even do this seated. Yeah, this one you don't even have to stand up for. Alright, keep this one in mind. Next one. Really important one, because posture is, well, it's our daily use of, for example, technology as well. So, next one, please have your cell phone in front of you, not the real one. And not here, not here, not here, but work from here. Yes? If it's on eyesight, this a lot of the time already helps opening up our posture. Yes, same thing with the laptop. Small joke in between, but it is important, yeah? Be focused on it. One of the last stretches that we'll perform, we got two more. One of the spine stretch to get a twist going. So, this one requires a bit balance. Place your feet shoulder width apart. Come down just a little bit, like you're sitting in the chair. Yeah, some people be already like, I wasn't planning on fitnessing today now. Don't worry. Yeah, right here. Place one elbow, so for example the left elbow on the right knee, outside, yes? Place the other hand on top of this hand, and don't try to push your knees outwards or inwards, but open up, right here. And that's it. You feel the twist in your spine, you try to open your chest. And yes, this is a little bit of a more uncomfortable position, but a lot of the time the paradox of what we do is what we need, yes? Let's do the other side real quick. So, close, sit down, place your elbow, and open up, open that spine. Number 3. Perfect, and come down. We're moving on to the last one, yes? And this is the most important one. Why? Well, to say it really easily, let's perform it first and I'll explain later. Who knows this squat and who can do it? So it's not the real squat, but it's a deep squat hold. Can you perform it? Try it. Yes? So what we hear a lot of the time with this move is that, what I hear daily, oh, that's the African squat, or that's the Asian squat. Who here believes that this, the ability to do this is in your DNA? Yeah? I would say that's an easy way out. Why? It has nothing to do with DNA, it has everything to do with habit. And just the fact that it's in our culture, African culture or Asian culture, means that we can do it way more. It has to do with hip mobility. We have a front chain, and anterior chain, and the posterior chain, the back chain of muscles. When we do this move, just sitting like this, for example, 30 seconds a day, we already open our hips more, they get more mobility, which means more movement freedom in the full posterior chain. Yeah? Alright, come up slowly. These were a few exercises. We will be at the booth, you can always ask us for the exercises or get them afterwards. Just a few to open that up, to get out of your loop. Yes? Thank you. Next that we're going to do is the following. To relieve stress and also to enhance our performance, breath work is incredibly important. And for a lot of indigenous tribes, this is old knowledge. But for us, who have all the new knowledge, right? Sometimes it's a bit new. So I would love to give the word to Sarah. Thank you for...
Thank you all. You can keep standing because we're going to do some breath exercises, and it's always better to feel grounded and to stand. So let's first just kind of ground yourself and just shake out your body and really feel your heels on the floor, your whole feet on the floor. And then slowly just come back. And here, just close your eyes for a moment. And observe how you're breathing. How your body's feeling. And the first exercise we're going to do is to make a humming sound. So you can have make sure your teeth are kind of, your jaw is loose and your tongue is loose in your mouth. Just take a deep inhale. First, you might notice you kind of feel a nice vibration in your mouth or maybe even in your chest. Also this, and in general, breathing exercises are a really good way to release stress. And every time you feel your mind going too many directions, there is always this kind of inner focus you can find. So that's one exercise, and the next one I wanted to do the full, like a yogic breath they call it. So again, this time you can place your hand on your lower belly. And again, you can close your eyes because that will help you focus on your breath and on yourself. So now you take an inhale, really feel your belly expand. Expand all the way. And when you exhale, really press your belly towards your spine. And exhale all the way so that all the air is out of your lungs. Inhale. And exhale. And this time we're going to see if we can breathe even deeper. So now, inhale with your belly. And see if you can so open your sides and your inhale, your chest. And take a full exhale. Again, a deep inhale starting from your belly. Open your chest, maybe your shoulders go up. And a full exhale. And again, a deep inhale. And a full exhale. You can release your hands now. I just wanted to share this little exercise. It's also something you can do at any time during the day. So whenever you feel you need to ground yourself, like this exercise really brings the focus back onto the ground, into your body. Breathing brings you back into your own body. And also by breathing kind of focused in this way, you tell your body like, it's okay, it calms your nervous system, it calms yourself, and yeah, so I wanted to share that. And especially because I know PhD can be stressful and super busy, and so just some tips and tricks to keep yourself healthy. Yeah, now I'll give the word.
Nice. Thanks, guys. You can sit down for a moment. Like, bad an interruption again. You're expecting to stand and get some more exercise, right? One thing over the last couple of years really stuck with me. I have a lot of friends that do PhDs, masters, and I tell them this quote sometimes, and that is, educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. Anyone knows from who that quote comes? It's Albert Einstein. And some of them, they're really like contemplating, right? When I say that, they say like, huh? But how do you educate your heart? And that's also a question that I've been asking myself the last couple of years. Like, how do you educate your heart? How do you do this? Recently, I've been on a journey. I was actually in the beginning of September on a congress of epigenetics. Anyone know something about epigenetics? Nice. So, very interesting stuff. Feel free to talk with me later about it. What this tells me is that you actually are way more than only your mind. Your body and your mind are one in essence. And your body consists of 50 billion cells. And we can actually harmonize all those cells together with these exercises that we just did. So we focus on our body, we focus on breathing. In essence, we are all one full being. And what I find so interesting is that I have a friend, he's at the army, and every time they're practicing for an ambush, they're like having a lot of stress, physically, mentally, you know, less sleep, running, diving, a lot of working out, very little food, and then they have to go to another training. There's one thing what they have, and that's a method to release stress, to really get back into the state of optimal performance, to get back into a sort of zone where you can make great decisions, where you can make any project to a great end, when you can finish any project. Right? And then I was thinking, like, okay, they do that at the army. And I was asking my aunt, she's working at the police, and how do they do that? And she said, yeah, you know, science already caught up with this, heart math. And then I was like, hey, you know also about this. And then I was looking at universities, secondary schools. I was like, what do they do to feel better and to feel more like, hey, I don't experience stress. Or I have a method, maybe even better said, to deal with stress. And there is a way. We just did a bit of it. I want to invite you to go on this journey together, because of course there are way more things you can do to deal with stress. There's a simple method, and it's called heart-brain coherence. Because over the course of years, every place I've been through, when kids are introducing themselves, they put their hand on their heart and say, I'm here. Nobody would say like, I'm here, or I'm here, right? Everybody introduce themselves with, I'm here. So I invite you to do that as well. Put your left hand on your heart and feel, like you can close your eyes and feel, is it really beating? Probably it is, right? Some people can't feel it. So with that, that's the first step. So keep your eyes closed and keep that focus on your heart instead of in your head. Also, any thoughts that come up, let them go for a bit and keep your focus on your heartbeat. Then you can lengthen your breath. So breathe deeper than you normally do. 5, 6 seconds in, 5, 6 seconds out. Keep doing that. And we as human beings are the only ones that can choose to feel a feeling on demand. And we go with our mind towards the feeling of gratitude, appreciation, of everything, of our family, of the people around us, of our friends. And we feel that feeling while we're breathing in. Appreciate the little things. Gratitude. And take the feeling in while you keep focusing on that breath. So keep your eyes closed and really focus on your heart. And breathe deep in, 5, 6 seconds in, same time out. Last 2 deep breaths. Slowly open your eyes again. Feel them. Totally different, right? And that feeling, you can actually choose that on demand. Every moment of the day, you have the choice to step into a relaxed zone again and make your best decisions from that relaxed zone. If you want the science on that, on all of what we did, we're happy to share that with you, happy to answer any of your questions. As Basu and Sarah also did, and we are here to help you to make more impact, but first inside. Because if you feel optimal, then you can make the best projects possible. If you feel stressed, it won't be the best project at all. So you matter. We're here together, so I want to finish up with one last exercise where we all put our hands together. You can even touch the person next to you. Open your arms, and feel that you, although you might be doing your project alone, you have actually a person next to you, right? So you can touch that person next to you and feel like we're in this together, we're doing this together. Without the invitation of a few of our members, Anna, Annelies and Noem, this wouldn't even possible. So I want to thank them, thank all of the organization today, thank the speakers, and thank you for doing this with us.
Thank you very much. You already indicated you're happy to take some questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is time for a few questions, so who can I give the microphone for this? So after being so relaxed, you have to get back into the question asking mode.
Don't be shy. Ask anything you like. This is an interactive clinic. Yeah? You want to do this?
Yes.
No? I was looking so much forward to try. Hi.
I was just asking how many hours of the day do I need to do this in order to... I'm a busy man.
I'm a busy man. Who is a busy man or woman?
Time.
Thanks for the question. Who is a busy man or woman here? Hands up.
Okay, good question. Really good question. I'll place it right here.
How many hours?
So the question was, how many hours a day do I need to do this? Because I'm a busy man, yeah. You already asked, right? Who's busy up in here?
Yeah.
Cool. So, the following answer before true answer. Is it true that if we don't make the choice to focus on our health right now, life will make the choice for us in the long run? Do you agree or not? Okay, good. So that being said, these type of things, for example, perform them a few times in the day for a few seconds. Even if you already do a few seconds, the movement that you do is amazing. Secondly, I can't give you the formula of, for example, in epigenetics, or do this such a long time in this frequency in a day. That's really difficult because we are all beautiful but different human beings. So try to perform some kind of movement that raises your heart rate, circulates your blood faster, for example, for 3 times at least in a week. And next to that, move daily. That's the best thing that I can say. But make time for your health, because otherwise, later on, life will make time for you. And that's a lot of the time a bit less. Yes? Thank you. It's a really good question. Thank you. Yes? Next. Can we do this?
Okay. Thank you for these exercises. Are you aware that, I'm not sure, this is also for the general audience, that the university also supports these kinds of initiatives that you take here to teach us? For instance, we have chair yoga. It's mainly given in Radix, but I think it's now more extended, and they're also introducing these massage initiatives again, so maybe people can attend if they need it, because they help you, and maybe you can ask the university also to be incorporated in this program, because the university has a program for these kinds of initiatives to improve the health of its staff. Thank you.
Thank you. Nice, good one.
Are you playing ball?
Cool. Other questions, guys? Feel free to ask him. He looks a little bit angry sometimes, but he's very sweet actually.
Pretty nice.
So the university is,
My voice is very loud.
so the university is actually aware of us already, especially those ladies. So thanks again to those ladies and the organization. And we actually just finished an 8-week course together with the university, and that was outdoor. Because, like, of course, today we'll be sitting indoor. We were already thinking, like, should we take everybody outdoor? But, like, that would take a little bit much of your time. So today not, but you're free and you're invited actually to join an outdoor session with us on your own level, as our lovely host of today said in the beginning. So yeah, thanks for bringing up that. Other questions? Was it so clear what we did?
Well, I think I made a very clear point that we have to very strictly adhere to the time today, so maybe it's a little bit of my mistake, but we have to move on with the program.
Yeah.
So let's thank the goal trainers again for their All right, so we're on to the next part of the program, which is the parallel sessions.